What's up, everyone? My name is Brady. This is Josh. This is Be All In Sports. We're talking some Week 12 NFL action, upcoming Thursday night action between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Man, we had a pretty good week this last week for Week 11, didn't we, Josh? You still got
Yeah,
your
we did pretty good. Yep, I still got my hair. Nailed that Chiefs pick. Nailed the Steelers pick. We had some misses, but we don't talk about those. Obviously, nailed the Bills pick. Broncos pick. Nailed that one. So it was a good week. Added to my bankroll.
overall good night. Good
Absolutely.
weekend. I know I was talking earlier and I break down about the My Way Parlay Challenge. Funny as shit. I did about 7 of these things, and the one that I hand to you on the morning games was the one that didn't get it. So other than that, all the other ones hit. So Josh, I don't know if you actually saw what I told them. I think I'm going to do the My Way Parlay Challenge a little different this week. I'm going to put a few of them in. You may join this. I'm not sure. We haven't really talked about this too much, but I'm going to put in a few of these things and put them out there. You guys can pick and choose which ones you think are the best ones. Because like I said, I put in about 5 on the morning games, hit 4 of them, and the one that I give you misses by 1 leg. Pretty much everything that missed by 1 leg. So it is possible. We're right there. It's just getting it to plus 100. And if you saw some of these parlays, you would almost laugh your ass off at some of the numbers that I'm putting in. So just to let you know, it's not picking impossible stuff. It's picking very reasonable, everyday types things that these players do on a normal basis. So we're just putting it together to get to plus 100, double our money each day. Obviously, we stalled out this week, but you as you do this, you learn a little bit, and I think we might have keyed in on some things for next week. So we're going to obviously give it a shot. Mama didn't raise no quitter here. So I'm going to keep going till the wheels fall off. So that's it. I apologize if you followed this one thinking you were going to get rich. Obviously, we're still here, so nobody's rich yet. We're going to get there, though. That's what we plan to do. So let's get right into this stuff because I want to watch some Monday Night Football. I'm sure Josh does too. So we're going to break this one down. We got the 8-2 Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the 2-8 Cleveland Browns. I've been looking at this, and I'm trying. I'm really, really trying to find a way to pick the Cleveland Browns. I was looking. I'm like, maybe Jameis has some stellar record against the Steelers that I don't know about. Nope, not there. Maybe the fact that he's been throwing, 200 to 300 yards a game against all the other teams that have been playing, maybe that's going to do it. Nope, just can't get there. So, man, I really don't know what to say about this. The Steelers are playing phenomenal football right now. The one thing that I will caution people about, and I even tried to go on the spread. I was like, man, maybe the spread's going to be wide. The spread isn't even that wide. 3.5 for a division game is kind of where I would expect the spread to be. So I'm kind of lost on this one. The one thing that I will say is the Steelers are just coming off a very, very competitive game against the Ravens. So I don't know how you want to look at that. Maybe they have kind of expended themselves, and sometimes you will see sort of like a hangover coming from a team, especially when they're on a short week coming back. So that is the one thing that I'll caution about this. But as much as I want to pick the Browns, I cannot get there, but I also really don't like a minus 195 spread for the Steelers on the money line for the simple fact that they are coming off of a win that they really had to work their asses off to get. That Ravens win was no easy task. When you expend that much effort, you tend to have a fall off that next week. So I am going to be a little bit risky. I'm not saying I would suggest betting this pick, but if you're one of those people like me who is a degenerate gambler, you almost feel like you have to put in something. So this is a perfect opportunity for me as far as an alternate spread goes. We seem to be doing pretty good with the alternate spreads. it's almost like a 50-50 shot, because when you go back through the Browns and the Steelers history, you do see some close matchups. Some of those matchups did come within like 4 points, 3 points, 2 points. And it is a division game again. And you've got the Steelers coming off a very tough matchup against another division opponent. So in my eyes, this is kind of one of those, yeah, I can go ahead and take the Steelers and just roll with it, not even worry about it. 195 on the money line, parlay that with something else, feel pretty positive about it. I'm not saying that you would be in the wrong, but I think this is almost like a trip up game in a way. Not that I think the Steelers are going to lose. I think they're going to win, but I think this could be a hard-fought contest between these two division opponents. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little bit more risky. I'll move that spread up to plus 7.5 if possible. I know the numbers are going to be up there a little ways, but I'm kind of thinking if you're risking enough to take minus 195 money line on the Steelers, then why not risk it on there not being that big spread? This may be a low-scoring contest. Steelers' defense is top-notch, so I don't expect a lot of scoring from the Browns. Steelers, on the other hand, have been scoring a lot lately, but Browns, their defense is not putrid. So, again, this may be one of those on the brink of upset type games where you do see that three-point win by the Steelers or something along that. But officially, my pick for this one, Josh, is going to be Steelers to win the game, but I'm going to take the spread for the Browns, and I'm going to bump it up to about 7.5, plus 7.5, and I'm going to take the Browns on the plus 7.5 alternate spread. There is where I would go with my bet. What do you think? How you going?
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, I love the alternate spreads. This game, I've been, going back and forth on it. It's a complete trap game. You don't know what's going to happen in this game. You made some great points. Steelers coming off on a very emotional win, having to deal with Derrick Henry. I mean, the Steelers' defense is good. Defense usually travels well, but that was a hard-fought game for them. And, the Browns really didn't show up in New Orleans. I mean, they were on the field. They scored 14 points. They gave up 35. That's not a good thing. So, but the Brownies did hook us up a couple weeks ago when they played the Ravens, and we called them to cover that 8.5 spread, and they won the game. It's in Cleveland again. And the divisional matchups we always talk about. It's just such a crapshoot, though. I get it, it's gambling, but this one, I want sometimes a little more of a sure bet that I can get things out of. I don't feel like this one is. It's just really hard to decide what to do. Even the over/under 35.5. Good night.
I know, it's like right there.
Yeah, and I look at the game. So there's been 11 Thursday night games this year. Eight of them have gone over 35.5. Some divisional opponents, some not. These two teams are, black and blue division, defensive-minded teams normally. I think the Browns are going to show out because it's basically their Super Bowl. They play them another time, like 2 times in the next 4 weeks they play them. So
and Jameis is going to get up for this game. Come on.
Yeah, and he's going to sling it. I mean, he's going to have to because I don't think they're going to run the ball. Chubb's great, but he's coming off a devastating injury. So and looking at they're 4-4 in their last 8 games against each other. So they're right there. And let's be honest, the Browns and the Steelers have had really solid quarterbacks, and they've scored points, believe it or not. Only like 2 of those games went under this 35.5 in the last 8, 2 or 3, one of those numbers. Browns are 3-7 against the spread. They're 4-6 to the over. I mean, the Steelers rating 2 against the spread this year, 5-5 to the over. I mean, the numbers they're all 50-50 basically. So I think the best thing to do though is I got faith that the Browns can come out and maybe score some points, and I think the Steelers will too. So I would go the over on that one. I mean, it'd be great if you can get an alternate spread and take it down to like 34.5. But our alternate over under. Yeah, I mean, at 34.5, I would take it all day long. 35.5 is just a little wishy-washy. I know it's only 1 point, but man, these games are always decided by close points. And I like the alternate spread, of course, like we said. ultimately,
just,
I think
just to let you know, if you did take it on the over 34.5, you wanted to move it down, you get a minus 133. So that's really, it's better than anything you're going to get. Is like if you're going to take anything on the Steelers side, unless you want to take that minus 3.5, which you can take that. And then as far as the spread that I was talking about, if you do want to move it to a plus 7.5, I mean, you're getting a minus 195 on the money line for the Steelers, and you're getting a minus 194 if you move it to plus 7.5 for the Browns. So
yeah,
it's kind of the same thing, whichever one you feel more confident about. But if you think it is going to be a closer game, you even want to move it down to 6.5, which for division games, that still can be a close number. And these teams have done it before. You get minus 156, which a little juiced, but I'm kind of, the more I'm sitting here looking at this and just kind of knowing who Winston is, I do think he's going to come out and try and have one of those extraordinary games. I mean, the guy still is going to be fighting for a contract somewhere next year. So
yeah,
he's got the rest of this year now to look spectacular. And what better way to look spectacular than to come out and drop your nuts on the Steelers' chin? I mean, for real. You look, you're gonna look like you're gonna look pretty good in the eye of your fans and your organization if you can drop the Steelers, right? Makes sense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But on the flip side, though, we know the Steelers defense is no joke. It's just if this is a Sunday game, I would be more inclined to maybe think I don't know, man. Maybe
if it was Sunday, honestly, if it was Sunday, I'd be more in on the Steelers. I'm just saying in this particular scenario, and how I hate it. I hate teams that are on such a winning streak like this.
Trash to the curb.
I'm just, to me, it's screaming out like, hey, this could be your upset right here.
I mean, they've already done it. They did it against the Ravens. So why wouldn't they be able to do it? That's why I'm torn on this game, because we all know what should happen. Is the Steelers should go in there and win. But again, there's so many things working against them. Going on the road on a Thursdays, that's not easy in the NFL. If they played the Panthers yesterday, okay, yeah, but they didn't. They played the Ravens. So
yeah, you might have expended yourself getting that win.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I'll take the 34.5. You know what? Screw it. I'd take the 35.5. I still think the Browns, for that reason, score points. That's what I was going to get to, is 21-13, 21-14 is very much in the realm of possibility. And normally they hit that number. In 8 of the 11 Thursday night games so far, if you want to look at football in a linear way, if you will, 8 of 11 have over 35.5, over 36 points. So I think the over is still a safe bet, but take it at 34.5.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're still minus 133. It's not bad odds. Take it down a notch, get it at 34.5. I'm still gonna stick with, I think you can take the Browns on a spread bet. I'll go anywhere from, I mean, even if you wanted to do it at a 6.5 up to 7.5, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
You're getting anywhere from minus 158 up to a minus 194. So if you wanted to take that, that's probably where I would go. But again, people, listen to what we're saying. This is not a game that either of us are going to bet. We're just giving out that scenario. If you have to, this is the stuff that we would look at, but neither one of us are betting this game. The only way I'm betting this game is if I do a my way parlay.
My way,
I will give you one of those. I'll give you one for this game, but I'll put that in on I'll put it on Wednesday, and I'll give you one for the my way parlay challenge of this. But again, not betting. I am not making a bet, a money line bet. I'm not making a spread bet on this game. Staying away from this one. There's too many factors in it, and I think it's wonky. I think, honestly, you want to know my opinion? I think it's a perfect upset scenario for the Browns.
I totally
what I
agree with
think.
you. That's why everything is. I mean, not trying to be wishy-washy, but like I said earlier, there's just certain things you look at and you're like, there's just way too much stuff that can go wrong. I mean, again, it's betting, nothing's for sure, but usually we want a little more certainty when we're placing bets. They'll still miss sometimes too, but again, looking at win probability, what's most likely to get you my money back? In this game is just, like you said, trap game written all over it. It would not surprise me in the least bit if the Browns win this game.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be close. I do think it is going to be a close game. So think with it what you will. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown of this game. Upcoming, we are going to try and get that the My Way challenge. We'll get that up and running again for Thursday. We'll put in a bet then. What I'll do is I will set up the ones that I'm going to have for the afternoon games. So that way I won't have to come on here. If they hit in the noon games, then we're going right on. You pick one that you like in the afternoon games and roll with it. I'll give you like 3 options out of the 4 games that we have, or maybe 2 options out of the 4 games, whatever it is. And then obviously the only thing would be that Monday night, which maybe I'll give you some different options for the one game and see if we can just hit everything we put out. So that's the ultimate goal. But me and Josh will be back later this week, probably either tomorrow or the night after, to break down NFL Week 12, all the action there, give you all of our picks, how we're going with that, and then we will even try and add in some best bets for you at the end. But my name is Brady. This is Josh. Josh, you got any parting words you want to send off these people?
Yeah, I'm so glad I got my hair still. The family wasn't really too happy about it, nor my girlfriend. They're all looking forward to me losing. We're going to have some fun with that one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later this week. Like and subscribe.
Yep. And by the way, I think, Josh, just to let you know, we need to do that every week where you have to take one game and put your hair on the line until that stuff is gone.
I'm gonna have to find the intriguing ones. I mean, that's the thing with it is, it's Chiefs and Bills. And I know the Bills were favored there, but it was still just Bills winning the regular season. It seems a safer bet to me, but yeah, I'll find something good and we'll
see how long he can keep the hair.
Yeah, maybe. How about this? How about you guys give me suggestions for games in the comment section?
There you go.
And if I see one that I like and one intrigues me, then I'll go with it.
There you go. Perfect. That would be awesome. Yeah. Hey, we'll see if we can trip him up this week. Put it in the comments what game you would like Josh to bet his hair on, and we'll see if we can get that shit gone. All right, people, it's been fun. We'll see you again soon. My name is Brady. This is Josh. Be All In Sports. Hit the like and subscribe. Join us. Comment. Let us know what you think. Peace out. We'll see you again next time.
See ya.